thought this as well. This could go any way for USD. They could come out and play fabulous despite not having a lot of practice time.
Absolutely. I mean, right, when I used to do it, the more our guys were away from me, the better they play.
Doug Wilson inside for the first two.
Well, and this is that lineup that Eric Henderson's gone with Doug Wilson. You know, it's kind of the lone big out there, although Shireman with his size certainly has a ton of versatility defensively. But this lineup has been exceptional for Eric Henderson.
Tassos Kamateros going right at Doug Wilson. Wilson right with him, and rebound down to Baylor Shireman. And yeah, South Dakota State has brought Zeke Mayo, the freshman, into the lineup, into the starting lineup anyway, along with Charlie Easley right here. Matt Dentlinger coming off the bench now. Turnaround for Easley is good.
That's a tough hit by Easley. I thought Harold Hunt did a nice job of staying in front of him and contesting. He just asked the official, "Can I get a timeout to tie my shoe?" Terrell Smith said no.
Yeah, that right shoestring still flopping a little bit right here for Harold Hunt. There's Hunter Goodrick back with the Yotes this year. Drops it off to Mason Archambault, and the Stevens Raiders off the front of the rim. Wilson on the run out.
Well, those are the finishes you have to have. If you're Todd Lee on the road, you've got to be able to make the high percentage looks, and so far a couple of close-in shots haven't fallen.
Zeke Mayo steamer with the first three of the ball game in a 7-0 South Dakota State start.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better start, and this crowd agrees. If you're South Dakota State, they've come out firing, and USD has yet to put a point on the board.
Picked off by Baylor Shireman.
There's a timeout. This crowd already on its feet, showing their appreciation for the edge that the Jackrabbits have come out with. You're going to see Baylor Shireman just jumps the passing lane. Nice finish.
South Dakota State out the gate, 4 for 4 from their field. You got the Wilson bucket, the Easley 2, the Mayo 3, and the Shireman 2.
Much needed timeout. We'll see how USD responds.
Summer League Tournament is back at the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls. Excited to welcome fans back to the dance for the 2022 Summer League Tournament. March 5th through the 8th at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Visit thesummerleague.org for tickets. Here is Mason Archambault. Handoff to Eric Oliver. Again, Oliver's second start of the season. He's in there because Xavier Fuller is out of the game here this afternoon for USD.
And that's just an injury, which is my understanding, and so it's nothing with nothing to do with COVID or anything like that. But he's their second leading scorer. They could use him.
Handoff to Oliver's 3 no good. Zeke Mayo backside rebound.
And this is the end of the floor where USD has typically hung their hat. And that's something they're going to have to do if they want to work back into this and give themselves a chance to stay close.
Shireman got a little step. And South Dakota State has hit its first 5 shots of the game. Dakota Bank starting lineup again. Cruz, Harold Hunt, and Archambault. Eric Oliver in there for Fuller. And then Goodrick and Kamateros. Here is Harold Hunt. Charlie Easley, South Dakota State's top defender, gets the assignment there, and they call Easley for getting his hands on the backside of Harold Hunt and foul.
Daryl Smith said, "Hey, I told you the first time," and then when he did it the second time, he called him on it.
Oliver, transfer from Laramie County Community College this year for USD.
Tell you what, SDSU has defended pretty well this season, or pretty well so far to start this game, and at times they defend exceptionally well.
Mayo, extra pass to Easley in the first miss for the Jacks. Rebound to Goodrick. Archambault slicing between 3 defenders and good. Mason Archambault right behind Harold Hunt in scoring for the Coyotes at about a dozen a game.
That's what you need. You got to get the first one to go, and the rest, everybody else sees one go through the rim. Hopefully that takes a little pressure off them, but this is just so difficult to guard, Tommy. We just saw him go by Goodrick last time. This time a little step back fadeaway, and just the well-rounded game that Baylor Shireman possesses.
Cometeros, the ISO against Wilson. Zeke Mayo thinking about coming down there. In the meantime, a foul on Wilson.
And Wilson did a great job. We saw him defend very well earlier, but what he does on this one is he couldn't resist the urge to put that hand in there when he keeps his hands high. Defends exceptionally well. And Apple comes in, they get a little bit bigger as Arians goes to the bench.
Archambault, good look at a three this time, and Mason Archambault, all 5 so far for the Coyotes.
And they're going to need Archambault to knock down some perimeter shots without question.
We'll question if that was a 3. It looked like a 3 from here. We'll count it as a 3. Might take a look at it. Zeke Mayo, meanwhile, other end, has hit 2 from long range. And South Dakota State has hit 7 of 8 shots to get started.
Well, just the freshman out of Kansas City has been so impressive. Plays beyond his years.
Meanwhile, Archambault, 7 for the Coyotes. He's been really good in his last 10 games, averaging almost 14 a game, and that includes a 0 against Oral Roberts in that stretch. But Archambault has been really good. Cometeros off the Wilson miss, and here's Pero Hunt.
We talked about the start for South Dakota State. If USD can string a few stops together, all of a sudden they start gaining some confidence as well.
Goodrick, nice move. Wilson blocked it on the backside, down into the hands of Shireman.
Great rotation by Wilson.
There's 3 for Shireman, who's done about everything. Had the steal and the layup, little fadeaway, and now the 3, and he's got 6 early on, or excuse me, 9 early on for the Jacks. Oliver's jumper no good. Charlie Easley weaving the other way. South Dakota State 8 of 10 from the field here to start the game. Drop it to Wilson. Bang it against Cometeros. Cometeros wins that battle again.
Great job by Cometeros, walling up on Wilson. Wilson physical, kind of looking for the contact, and Cometeros held his ground. Wilson forced Cometeros about 15 feet away from the block.
Goodrick got loose on the slip screen this time, in the first bucket for Hunter Goodrick.
That's what USD has to do, is find some of those things that are going to work for them. And obviously with the bigs, they can get some looks close to the basket. They feel they have an advantage in that area.
Luke Apple this time, and the catch, 3 dribbles and in.
Yeah, and you got a lot of 6'7" people out there that say, I want to play on the perimeter. Luke Apple says, I am a post player and I'm proud of it and I'm getting good at it.
Goodrick for 3. And the Oats have hit a couple early on. 5 for Hunter Goodrick.
The Oats in a little bit of a rhythm now offensively, and now we talked about it. South Dakota State's so good, so many weapons offensively, and you have to defend the entire floor.
Apple on a couple of bounces and a foul. Anderson checks in for the Coyotes. Baylor Shireman's got 9 already for South Dakota State. 4 of 4 shooting. Jacks drawn up on the inbound, and Apple off the bench is 2 for 2.
Apple finishes, and I think invited a few of the Yote bench players over to his place for pizza afterwards on the way back down the floor. And Zizic gets the catch in close and kind of short arms it.
Big man Nikola Zizic at 6'11", and for the first time for the Coyotes. Goodrick stays out there, and Apple took a little walk on the baseline and gets it right back from the Coyote bench.
Yeah. Does that happen in these rivalry games on occasion, Tommy?
Appears to.
It must, yeah.
Matt Dentlinger is in for the Jacks, along with Matt Mims. Zizic. Big lefty going against Big Dent. And in for Nikola Zizic. who just has had his minutes limited a little bit with Goodrick back this year. And yeah, the clock has not run here for quite a bit.
Yeah,
we're going to have to go back and figure this out, and the officials, so they're going to keep it at 12:15. All right. Nonetheless, 9-point game. Boogie Anderson with the assignment now on Baylor Shireman. Matty Mims going to get a look at a three, coming off a screen and short. South Dakota State has hit 3 of 5 from long range so far. Cruz, Perro, Hunt yet to get in the book. Goodrick's already hit one from out there, puts it on the floor this time, though.
And Plitzowite, to be honest with you, with what he brought in his first season, I thought he was a legitimate Player of the Year candidate just because of his impact on USD last season.
Yeah, those guys combined for about 40 points a game. Yeah. And then Goodrick was basically trapped in his home country of Australia because of COVID protocol, so he didn't play for the Yotes last year either. So another good addition, or a guy that's back for them at least. And 7 now for Goodrick as USD gets it down to 7.
And they need Goodrick in his production.
Zeke Mayo lost the handle on it. Jacks turn it over.
Well, this is, if you're Todd Lee, this is how you get yourself back in this game. This is how you close that gap, as you string some stops together. Mayo usually very strong with the ball. I think he just lost the handle on that one.
Archambault rattles that in, and the Yotes all the way back. They were down 21-9 at one point, and it's a 10-2 run for USD. And that is 10 already for Mason Archambault. And South Dakota State again going to turn it over as Perro Hunt runs this down.
Well, as good a start as the Jacks got off to. Now they've kind of, as you mentioned, got sloppy with the ball a few times. Maybe tried to do a little too much. USD capitalizing.
Drop again to Goodrick. Drops it off for Boogie Anderson. And he is taking some contact in the lane, and again, Darrell Smith going to get a call, a foul on Alex Arians.
They're trying to get paint touches, working things through the paint. If they can get some kickouts, or we saw the hand back to Archambault last time from Zizic, and he buries the 3. USD starting to gain some confidence, but going back to Elena's point, some conditioning. We'll see how the conditioning holds up for the Yotes the last 10 minutes of the first half.
Perro Hunt, his first real good look, just skips off Zizic. Got a hand on it, down to Arians. South Dakota State's got about 2.5 minutes here without scoring, and Arians is going to get to the line for the first free throws of the game for SDSU.
That's just another example, with Arians. We talk about South Dakota State's, their ability to score from behind the arc, but so much of their action also goes through the paint. That time Arians gets in, draws a crowd, more importantly draws the contact, and gets himself to the line. Arians is going to be in his early 30s when he leaves South Dakota State. He's one of those guys. He just had a heck of a career, and his role probably changes a little bit every season, but he's versatile, and he takes takes the opportunities that find him, and he typically maximizes them.
Got one to break the scoreless string there for South Dakota State, but still, USD's got it down to a 5-point game, and this time the shot clock was off a bit as the Coyotes brought the ball up the floor.
Just going to go right to 27. That's the right way to do it. Don't go to film. Just say, you know what? I'm going to show 3-4 seconds. We're close.
Executive decision, yes.
Yeah. That's all we need.
So Archambault will play it again. He has been hot early. A couple of threes and 10 points for Mason Archambault. He's hit 4 out of 5 shots. Up and over Zeke Mayo. And down to Baylor Shireman.
And that was, that people might not notice that. That was Arians knowing I can't get 2 hands on it. I'm going to tip it to where Shireman's at. Just a smart play.
Jacks have left some short, though, and they've gotten right to the rim. And under 10 minutes now. Coyotes were down 12 early. Now back to 5 and a travel on Goodrich.
Yeah, he just kind of turned, and he had Mayo, the smaller defender on him. And but I think those are times when USD has to space the floor better and get other defenders out of there. Goodrich called for the walk.
Easily backdoor to Arians. Foul on Eric Oliver.
That's just great movement without the ball. Arians so quick to step on the back door when he sees his defender turn his head. Gets to the line now for the second time in the last minute or so.
.91% free throw shooter is missed.
And I didn't even say anything. I was
waiting for you.
But movement without the ball is an underrated skill that this South Dakota State Jackrabbit team possesses. I mean, this is a team with a high basketball IQ. Spacing of the floor, movement without the ball, as good as anybody in the league.
Well, the Jacks have not made a field goal in more than 3.5 minutes. Just a couple of free throws by Arians.
In a way, I credit USD's defense there. We're going to get Wilson. That's going to be his second foul.
He was trying not to get his hands on, so he just kind of barred him and got the foul anyway.
He was just kind of bodying him up. But Apple comes in, and Apple and Comateros are going to go at each other a little bit as Apple just grabs him. The crowd might not be happy about it. Apple literally bear hugged him, wouldn't let him go up the lane.
6 team fouls on South Dakota State.
There's some big bodies out there with Comateros, Apple, Dentlinger.
Comateros drops in 3. First bucket for the big man. Good three-point shooter, better than 36%.
Yeah, nice pick and pop action. Did a nice job of dragging Apple a step farther than he wanted to be. He couldn't recover in time to contest Comateros at the arc, and he makes him pay.
The USD has done it at this end. And Apple just picked up his second as he runs over Pero Hunt.
And Pero Hunt did the exact right thing. He just sat down, and as the primary defender, it doesn't make any difference. I think he's outside the arc anyway, but when you watch it, even though he's inside the arc, he is the primary defender. So that restricted arc doesn't factor in on the primary defender, and that was Apple just cleared him out of the way, and another turnover by South Dakota State.
2 on Apple, 2 on Wilson, and South Dakota within a 3 of tying this thing up. Comateros just hit from right there. Boogie Anderson runs it down.
Well, for Todd Lee, you've got to be ecstatic about how your team has shown some resiliency here early.
They've been resilient. Pero Hunt
lost it on the way up, tried to throw it at the rim.
Arians got a little piece of maybe Pero Hunt, but got the ball as well. South Dakota State has not made a bucket in almost 5 minutes.
And I'm going to say credit USD defensively. I just thought they really turned the energy up, and there they get the bounce about 4 feet above the top of the backboard and down through the bottom of the net. How much did the Jacks need that?
Zeke Mayo is 3 for 3 on threes. Comateros spins around. Dentlinger got him in the air. No whistle.
Well, actually, Comateros drug his back foot. It should have been a walk before the shot attempt.
Arians short on the 3. Boogie Anderson rebound. Shambo short.
This is not the tempo you want for Todd Lee. I mean, I don't know if you want the quick shots, especially against 5-on-5 defense.
Easily stop and go, wrap around to Dentlinger. And that is 5 straight by SJSU to get the lead back to 8 now.
Great recognition by Easley to push USD never got their half-court defense set. He attacks and sets up a wide-open teammate. Right now you got some tired bodies out there wearing red. And a dead ball will get a media timeout.
Anderson lead, and then Todd Lee's guys got right back in it. It was a 3-point game just a couple of minutes ago, and now South Dakota State by 8.
Yeah, a little 5-0 run. Now USD comes out and shows 2-3 zone with Zizic in the middle of that. That also helps you kind of collect your breath a little bit, but Shireman to me is just a nightmare in the middle of any zone.
Leaks out there to the wing. Charlie Easley, extra pass. Mayo puts it on the floor, and he got met there by Zizic, and Zizic with the wall up in the block, and it goes the other way.
I like that changeup, especially with the 6'11" Zizic. You have a legitimate rim protector in there, and you can still defend the perimeter effectively with a 2-3 zone. You just have to communicate and try not to get 2 defenders on the ball.
Shireman knocked it away. A little 3-on-2 for the Jacks. Easily shut off though by Peril Hunt. And they're going to say this goes the other way.
I thought that was a pretty good job by Peril Hunt to get down and maintain position. He's legal guarding position, and yeah, and he's moving laterally. I agree, but who initiates the contact? And I think he easily put his shoulder down. So Jackrabbit fans, they'll be mad at me. But that's okay.
As long as you're right.
I've always supported officials.
Lead stays at 8. Doug Wilson and Luke Apple, a couple of SDSU bigs on the bench with 2 fouls. Meanwhile, Zizic going to Dentlinger. Up and in again. He's thrown in a couple of those. Nikola Zizic.
I thought he shuffled his feet as well. I thought both he and Kamateros had gotten away with a walk, but
Zeke again. Mayo is 4 for 4 at the 3-point line. The freshman's got a dozen and the lead back to 9.
I've had the pleasure of watching him play 3 times now, and I don't think his expression has ever changed. He's just confident, doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. Now he's pushing in transition.
Missed by Zizic at the other end, and Mayo finishes it off. 14 for the kid from Lawrence, Kansas. Lead back to double digits. Crowd comes alive.
Crowd appreciates Zeke Mayo's play.
Boogie Anderson, great spinning in for his first bucket.
That's a tough finish. I thought he was a little bit out of control, but son of a gun. Got that thing up on the glass in traffic.
Easily on the 17-footer, and they'll let that go out of bounds.
Right now, South Dakota State up 9. USD with a stop. What they want to do is try to close this gap heading into the halftime. 4:04, we'll have a media timeout coming up at the next stoppage of play.
Oliver and Goodrick back in for the Coyotes. Matty Mims checks in for SDSU. Goodrick knocked away, got it right back and scores.
Well, nice job by Goodrick to stay with it. Shireman always has active hands. We've seen him poke one away from behind a little while ago.
Goodrick with 9, Archambault with 10 to lead South Dakota, excuse me. Shireman stepping back, good again. Couple of threes now, he's got a dozen.
Baylor Shireman kind of had Goodrick getting tied up in his own feet, and all he had to do was step back and bury the 3.
Shireman and Mayo a combined 6 for 6 at the 3-point line. Peril Hunt fiddling and diddling against Arians, and Cruz Peril Hunt yet to score for South Dakota.
Excellent job defending by Arians.
Dentlinger trying to get around Kamateros.
Nice finish over the top of Kamateros.
So 5 for Dentlinger. Again, this is the 3rd game now that he's coming off the bench. Jack's coaches just said, we're not real happy with your output right now, so we're going to bring you out the bench, and he's responded well. 5 points for Dentlinger. Kamateros on the miss.
And that's Dentlinger, to Dentlinger's credit. He says, you know what, whatever you need me to do, I'll do it.
It is shot, the pocket pass from Shireman.
Shireman's so good at delivering passes that lead his teammates right into their scoring opportunity. And let's not forget, Dentlinger was an all-league kid a couple years ago. This kid's got some credibility, and he's got some talent.
7 for Dentlinger. Goodrick. Out to Oliver, and that won't stay down, and the Jacks run down the rebound. So lead back to 15 now as Mayo makes the catch, left it short. Kamateros was waiting for him under the hoop, made him take that quick runner.
Well, I was as surprised as anybody that one of Mayo's shots didn't go in, for goodness sakes.
Mayo's hit 5 of 7. Archambault got out to that great start, had 10 points early, has not scored since. And this is knocked out. It looked like Todd Lee kind of saw the same thing I did, but SKSU is going to get it.
Yeah. That was interesting. Yeah, we talked about it earlier. The USD has to finish.
Shireman is unconscious. That is 16 now. Excuse me, 15 for Shireman, but he hasn't missed a shot yet.
I laugh when I watch Shireman play at times. It's because I literally think he sees the game 2 and 3 steps ahead of a lot of other guys on the floor. I mean, he is such an amazing all-around player for South Dakota State.
And you can have that vision, but you got to be able to put in the hoop as well.
Absolutely.
This by Oliver. Pero Hunt runs it down. Again, USD's leading scorer yet to score. Pero Hunt on the drive, or on the dribble up to Kamateros.
We talked about that in the pregame time. I mean, the Pero Hunt has to be able to produce.
Goodrick rolling across again, and Hunter Goodrick with 11 now for the Coyotes.
I think South Dakota State will take the last shot, and actually the shot clock about 3 seconds lower. That's perfect. As long as you take that shot with about 1 or 2 on the shot clock, it still gives you a chance to get to the glass and get a second shot opportunity.
South Dakota State averaging 87 points a game. That is second now in the country behind Arizona. And they got 46 up here, and Arians a chance to get them more, and another 3 is the 8th of the first half for the Jacks. And we had...
Now the officials are going to see how much time was on the clock when the shot went through, but
they had a whistle, I think, before Mayo knocked it out of bounds, but Jacks 8 of 11 at the 3-point line here in this opening half.
That'll help you have a halftime advantage. Yeah, they're just trying to see how much time is on the clock on the dead ball situation. But yeah, the shooting numbers, and what's crazy is USD did string a few stops together, forced a couple of turnovers. That's when they got the deficit down to 3. But boy, since that time, I'll tell you what, South Dakota State showing why, as you just alluded to, they are one of the most explosive teams in the country when it comes to the ability to score points in bunches.
So 3 seconds for Eric Oliver. All right, thank you, Elena. Coyotes will have it. Boogie Anderson will start the second half here along with Pero Hunt. Here's Kamateros, Goodrick, and the handoff to Mason Archambault.
I would try to make Shireman miss in the second half, too.
Sound strategy. Shireman was 6 for 6. Boogie Anderson, meanwhile, is 2 for 2. And it's a 17-point game. Arians and Easley, Shireman, Wilson, and Mayo for the Jackrabbits. Here's Zeke Mayo, who's got 14, has already made a season high, career high 4 threes. Wilson into a double team. Camateros keeps him out of there. Shireman getting downhill against Boogie Anderson, and 17 for Shireman.
That's just the difficulty that Shireman presents anybody in the half court defensively. Who do you put on him? Because he's so good at taking advantage of mismatches.
Goodrick taking advantage of Shireman at the other end, and that is 13 for Hunter Goodrick.
USD will continue to try to pound the paint.
Arians held off there by Cruz Pero Hunt. Here's Pero Hunt, scoreless in the opening half.
It's certainly more than capable, and he's going to try to back Easley down.
Easily, that might be a little flop. Could have been a warning, but first bucket for Cruz Pero Hunt.
Todd Lee and his staff certainly wanted the flop warning.
Taken away by Archambault. Doug Wilson, a little bump at half court.
It's going to be his third early on now. He sat a lot in the first half with those two, and Apple's up off the bench right away. It's going to be interesting with a fresh Apple and a fresh Camateros. There's going to be some physicality in the painted area, maybe some traded paint.
Some rubbing. Pero Hunt gets loose for 3. Goodrick had a tap down to Luke Apple, however. Here's Zeke Mayo.
Get Apple.
Yeah, they did not. Little movement from Apple, but they get Archambault for the foul.
Yeah.
It's first team foul, second half.
Here you see, yeah, he throws his arm in there to create some gap between him and the screener.
Here's your matchup. Apple totally shut off there by Camateros. Right back to Apple and up and in.
Well, to Apple's credit, didn't hang his head on the miss, stayed with it, gets the stick back, and those are two physical players banging down low.
Goodrick again, great move to get around Shireman. Shireman and Apple, a little combo D though, and knocked out. South Dakota State coming the other way. Mayo for Easley for 3.
Yeah, Shireman came from behind after he got beat. He didn't give up on the play and blocked Goodrick from behind.
Boogie Anderson, another nice move. Shireman fighting with Goodrick, knocked away by Charlie Easley. Is a foul on Goodrick, and this is just, we saw this in the first half, that there's always emphasis on certain things, but you can't put your hands on a guy, on an offensive player, because it's all about freedom of movement.
That's right. That's right. Everything favors the offense. But at the same time, the teams can defend by keeping their hands high and moving well laterally. Here you got Apple going right at Camateros again. That time Camateros able to contest.
Archambault got a step, and then he got shoved by Mayo on the drive.
That's what you want if you're Todd Lee, is don't settle and don't come down and jack your early threes. Be aggressive into the paint, collapse the defense. See if you can find some perimeter shooters or some action to the rim.
Camateros sneaks loose for 3. Second 3 for Tassos Camateros.
Cut the deficit to 14. You got to chip away at it. South Dakota State, we know how explosive they can be.
Apple trying to get downhill this time against Camateros, and Very little contact, but enough to draw the whistle.
I know, and that was the whole thing, is Kamateros just kind of brought both arms up and that armbar look. And it was easy call for the official. And these guys, I mean, those are big bodies. I'd want to protect my body too with Luke Apple coming downhill at me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. For Kamateros, what else do you do?
Yeah, I know. Otherwise, I mean, you got to keep your hands high. You got to take it in the chest.
Shireman up over Boogie Anderson and in, and he is 8 of 8 from the field.
And that's just, nobody's surprised by it.
19 for Baylor Shireman. Leads the Summer League in rebounds and assists. And he's scoring 14 a game as well. Mayo scoops it back to Shireman.
Oh, just a smart play by the freshman.
Step and in again for Shireman, or for Zeke Mayo, who's 5 of 5 at the three-point line.
And that's the difference. There's just USD has to work so hard. Kamateros can't knock down back-to-back threes. At times, South Dakota State can make it look effortless.
Mayo lost it. Archambault makes the save off the knee. Slid by 12 early. Coyotes cut it down to 3 midway through the first. And then South Dakota State ballooned it to 19 at halftime, and that's where we sit right now.
Yeah, South Dakota State had a couple of their turnovers, and that allowed USD to close that gap. Since then, they've taken very good care of the ball.
Tough shot again for Pero Hunt, who's got 2 points so far.
Yeah, credit the Jacks defensively on Pero Hunt, who is certainly capable of putting up big numbers.
Matty Mims for 3. Mimsy with the 10th 3 of the game for South Dakota State, and they are 10 of 14 at the three-point line.
They're just, nobody's going to beat them if they shoot like that. You got to find a way to not allow such high percentage shots, but Boogie Anderson knocks one down. But I'll tell you what, I mean, there's just so many weapons. They spread the floor.
Arians, 2-man game with Dentlinger. Step back, short, rebound to Cruz, Pero Hunt. Arians will take the fall, and he will get the call.
Boogie Anderson goes hard. You know what? This is similar to the one earlier when I thought, you know, Pero Hunt did a good job on Arians. There, I think Arians does a heck of a job on Boogie Anderson. Stays low, didn't reach out, didn't grab or push. And movement on a charge call really is irrelevant, to be honest with you. If you're in legal guarding position, you can be moving.
Foul on Pero Hunt. As Nikola Zizic set to check in, and Cannon Coster will check in for the first time. And again, South Dakota, after they played more than 2 weeks ago against Kansas City, they've had injuries, they've had illness, they've had COVID, they've had not been able to have a lot of practice time for a lot of guys. As Coster goes down and Wilson gets the bucket, and after the play, they will call a flop warning on the Coyotes.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Coster has, wasn't much contact there. You can sell it a little easier if you're going up against a Dentlinger or even an Apple. Don't get me wrong, Wilson's strong, but
Matty Mims coming to get it, and he was on the sideline, but the shot clock at 10.
I thought he might come over the table into you, Tommy, into your lap.
That has saved him. Baylor Shireman goes out. That might be the first time he's been out for the whole ball game.
I was going to say, I don't know. I don't know if I saw him not on the floor.
Corner three, Archambault back at it. That's 3 threes for Mason Archambault. He's got 13. He and Goodrick with 13 apiece.
Yeah, to South Dakota State's credit, after he knocked a few down, as Arians pulls up from behind the arc.
Dared Arians to take that one, and then Wilson with a rebound, and quick foul on Archambault, his second.
His second, 16 foul.
Right now, I think Kyle Lee just trying to get some rest for his bodies. And giving Zizic a few extended minutes.
Matty Mims on the miss, guarded there by Archambault. Boogie Anderson full speed the other way, and he got fouled.
Yeah, he does go. Does push. He was inserted into the starting lineup to start the second half. Eric Oliver started the game, and Oliver wasn't able to really knock down any shots. Boogie Anderson maybe just more of a spark offensively.
Yeah, Coyotes without Xavier Fuller, who's out with an injury. Damani Hayes has not been able to play much this year. He's kind of been hampered by several injuries, so Coyotes had only played 7 up until Koster came in a second ago.
You just watch Arians. He just so smart. He was watching Zizic. He watched the first 2 times Zizic scored in the first half, and he knew he was going to put on the floor. And about the second, third dribble, he just clamped down. One hand on top of the ball, one hand on the bottom. Ties him up, forces the turnover.
Yeah, look at Zizic and Dentlinger laying on each other inside. Arians. Following no good. Tapped out though by South. Well, it has been even at 14 apiece here in the second half, and the lead stays at 19 for SDSU. They were trying to maybe get Wilson on a lob coming around that backside, but Koster shut him off, and then he gets the foul anyway.
It's not an easy matchup for Keenan Koster to guard former player of the year in the Summit League. And Wilson, believe me, he's made a lot of defenders have a very difficult time keeping him in front of them. And this is an area with Douglas Wilson that I think he's seen some improvement in, is at the line. And, you know, as active as he is, if he can get himself to be a 70% free throw shooter, that adds 1 or 2 points to his average.
Yeah, he's 67% right now, and they're good with that. He's had a couple of games where he's gone 10 for 10. A couple of games where he hasn't been quite as good, but gets them both there. And the free throw line has not really been a factor. South Dakota comes into this game averaging 15 made free throws a game, and they've only shot 2 of them so far.
Yeah, and this game has not lacked for physicality either. So Boogie Anderson able to finish. But you know, the funny thing about Douglas Wilson, former player of the year, you'd think, hey, he's in his last season. He is who he is. I got here 2.5 hours before game time, Tommy. There was one guy in the gym shooting, and that's who it was. Had a nice little visit with him, but I mean, just there's a kid that is not content with who he is yet.
Wilson's been limited by fouls this evening. He's got 6 points, and pace has slowed a little bit here as we come up on 10 minutes to go. And another foul. Now they're going to call this on Dentlinger on the screen.
Yeah, on the screen action. Talatero's going to come back on the floor with Koster. I don't think Boogie Anderson's been off the floor here in the second half either. He's actually been fairly productive and played with a high level of energy.
Yeah, Anderson's got 8. Yeah, and Eric Henderson talked about this, how USD will run anybody and everybody into the post.
Yep.
Get him a little touchdown there, let him go to work. As Pearl Hunt fouled by Easley.
You bring Mayo, Shireman, and Apple, 3 fresh bodies onto the floor. That's another thing that I've talked about with this South Dakota State team, Tommy, is their improved depth. I mean, they can go deep into the bench, and they can put a variety of lineups on the floor and just create nightmare matchups for a lot of teams in the league.
Zizic rolling across, tried to dump it down to Kamateros. This is going to be out. And we'll stay down here with the shot clock at 2.
That was a good job hands-wise. Both Apple and Shireman kept him high. Here you see, you hit it on the head. He was trying to dump it down to Kamateros, but just high hands defensively. Got a deflection.
Tough to get it in from that corner, but they do to Archambault, who kind of hung and then hit another 3. He's got 4 threes and 16 for Mason Archambault to lead USD.
Yeah, you are right. That's like the most difficult spot to inbound the ball. And to have Archambault knock down a 3, it's about as good as you can possibly get out of that.
Jack's not feeling real comfortable yet. Still a 16-point game. Zeke Mayo now with a new season and career high for Mayo. He's got 19.
Yeah, Mims and Mayo, great awareness.
Boogie Anderson got right to the rim again, but he missed it.
Yeah, it was a nice pass from the high post. You talked about Anderson. I think he's played with good energy. I think he's probably earned some confidence from this staff with his performance here in the second half.
Wilson, a little awkward drive against Zizic, but gets the foul anyway.
That's the versatility that Eric Henderson has with Douglas Wilson, is depending on who's on him, that kind of dictates where he's going to get his catch. You got a big like Zizic on him, they'll get Wilson a catch in the high post and allow him some room to use the dribble.
15 a game for Wilson. And Noah Friedel, by the way, is officially still leading South Dakota State in scoring at 18 a game. He's on the bench. He's in uniform. Has not played, though, in the last 3 games, and that is, again, coach's decision. It's not an injury. It's not a production thing at all. It's just...
Well, and to be honest with you, it's hard to argue with the result, right, Tommy? I mean, you look at this team, and I think Noah Friedel is one of the more dynamic talents this league has seen. But at the same time, a coach's obligation is to everybody that wears the uniform and what gives us the best chance to be successful night in, night out, and what group gives you the best chemistry and the ability to play together on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, so this will be the 3rd game now without Friedel. Goodrick got to the rim. We'll say that. He got 15.
Yes, he did.
Zeke Mayo finally missed a 3 and missed it rather badly, but
yeah,
still he's got 19. He's 5 of 6 now at the 3-point line for Mayo.
Yeah, let's be honest. The stroke feels good for him, and you're right. When he misses, he misses. But I think we'll give him a little latitude on that one, Tommy. Mayo almost had a run-out turnover on that one.
Yeah, he's a really good defender. That's what they really liked about him as a freshman for Mayo. But the points have come as well as Cruz Pero Hunt with his 2nd bucket. But he's been limited to 4 so far.
Yeah, credit game planning, making things difficult on Pero Hunt.
But you're right. Last year he was fantastic.
Yeah, I think just one of the more impactful players in the league as far as how he elevated his teammates and the team's overall level of play. And to his credit, and you just hate to see those types of injuries, especially the timing of it heading into the postseason. But you love to see him, he's out there with his team today, walking around. It seems to be well on track. There is no intent to bring him back this season at all. I think that's great. If they can get him healthy, the league will be better for having him back healthy.
Would not go down for Oliver. Luke Apple with the rebound.
Seems as though USD is going to come out of this one 0-3 in the league.
$20 now for Zeke Mayo. And again, he's already surpassed a season high. He had 17 at Washington State. South Dakota State starting to get to the line now, 8 of 8 here in the second half. And again, USD has only taken 2 free throws. Those 2 by Hunter Goodrick back in the first half.
Yeah, and that's probably a source of frustration for Todd Lee. I mean, this has been a physical game, a lot of contact, a lot of attacking of the paint with the pass and post touches and things like that. They're going to get Mims now.
Sixth team foul on South Dakota State.
Yeah. No run, Peril Hunt back into the post as Archambault can't get the floater. He curls into the lane.
That's a great move. Shireman now with 7 rebounds to go with 19 points. Apple has only taken 7 threes all season. Meanwhile, Shireman cut off. Back out to Apple for 3. And he is 2 for 8.
Yeah, he doesn't take a lot of them, like they say, but on the kick out, that'll look.
Got the steal. And he will drop it off for Douglas Wilson.
How about that? Steal on one end, assist on the other.
Wilson now with 10. Peril Hunt, fall away from 17, good. He's got 6. But the lead stays at 20 for the Jacks with 6 minutes to go.
That's the thing about it, Todd, with the rescheduling, which again, I commend the league for getting these games back on the docket. But great finish through contact by Apple. I just continue to believe he's one of the more improved players in the Summer League this year, Tommy. Able to get his shoulders past the body of Kamateros, put pressure on him, and that's Kamateros' 5th. He's absorbed a lot of contact.
Yeah, there's been
and dished a lot out. 3
very tough foul calls on Kamateros here out of his 5.
Yes.
Shooting point for the Jackrabbits, number 13.
And Apple is now in doubles with 10.
But going back to, 3 games in a week, coaches are going to have to manage how they prepare their guys. They'll probably have to do it in a more, it might be a lot less high energy and a lot more cerebral game planning standpoint. But you also, at the same time, have to keep them or get them in basketball shape.
3 no good for Goodrick. Shireman, great lead for Apple.
We had such a great view of that, and his feel for where his teammates are at, his feel for where to go.
19 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists for Shireman. Boogie Anderson again got where he wanted but couldn't finish it off. Anderson's got 8 though.
Yeah, he's been aggressive and he's done it in the manner that Coach Lee wants him to. There's another great pass.
Yeah, that was better than the last one. Easily was just at a spot where he couldn't get it up on the rim. Jacks on their biggest lead now, 25, as Zizic will get to the free throw line.
The other thing I love about Shireman, he enjoys himself out there. You know what I mean? He loves playing the game. You watch him. I mean, he'll interact with the crowd. He's but he's you never question the fact that he's completely locked into what he wants to get accomplished with his teammates on the floor. If he misses this, does the crowd get like some free taco or something, or what is it?
Not tacos, but wings, I believe, yes.
Okay, this is big.
Opponent misses 2 free throws here late in the game. Oh, Zizic will send him home disappointed. But this is a USD team that gets to the line more than 20 times a game. They make 15 a game. They want to take 4 free throws. And Shireman misfires this time. Trying to alley-oop it with Wilson.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he threw it a little too high, which it's not easy to do with Wilson out there. But no, I agree. And I think USD has done a good job of attacking the paint. They just haven't been able to finish. I do think South Dakota State's defended in a physical manner in the painted area. They've rotated help when they had to. But I thought after that run, it was Anderson. Oh, that's a tough miss for Anderson. You know, when USD made that run, I think, you know, they kind of had SDSU out of rhythm offensively.
Jack's chopping some clock here, this time down. Under 3:30 to go. Shireman drop off for Dentlinger, and Matt Dentlinger is 8 of 10 in the last 3 games since he went to the bench. He's always been a really good 65% shooter, but
exactly, because he typically will put himself in position to get action to the rim or maybe down low on the block. But he's an effective scorer.
Dentlinger's 4 for 4. He's got 9 points. Shireman still hasn't missed a shot. He's 8 of 8.
Well, and Todd Lee knew that in order for USD to have a chance, they had to come in here and really find a way to shut some of South Dakota State's weapons down. And to be honest with you, I don't know of anybody that's really had a poor game for South Dakota State offensively. And that's a credit to them more than it is to
Summit League play. Jacks come into this one 3-0. Coyotes 0-2 coming in. And SDSU has expanded on the 19-point halftime lead. 2:20 to go. Cruz, Perro, Hunt with 8. All of those coming here in the second half.
Yeah, and you've talked about it many times, just the number of different guys that run on the block. Obviously, Perro Hunt with Mims as a defender has a clear advantage down low.
Charlie easily rising up. He gets held off there by Archambault. Mason Archambault down with the rebound as well. He's got 16. Archambault to lead USD. Hunter Goodrick with 15. Boogie Anderson now with 10. But yeah, it is going to be a full week ahead for South Dakota. Again, they've got the makeup game on Monday at North Dakota. And then they'll go home for 2 games on Thursday and Saturday against Denver and Omaha. So 3 games coming in the next 7 days for South Dakota.
Yeah, and in there, you always have to give the guys a day off per NCAA rules. And I think that's important. They've got to be well rested. But it's going to be a new challenge for some staffs as Perro Hunt gets a clean catch and another finish over Dentlinger. But that's okay. You adapt. Find out the best way in which you can get your team prepared, and understanding what we talked about in the open. Nobody's going to feel sorry for anybody because everybody goes through highs and lows. Everybody's going to see it as an opportunity for them to get healthy on you. So you've got to find a way to get your team together and prove to them and have them prove to themselves that they can find success in this league.
David Wingett on for the first time for the Jacks, and the steal.
I mean, it was clearly intentional. I just figured since he went for the ball.
So Wingett in one of the toughest spots in hoops with nobody out there at the line trying to make free throws, but gets SDSU closer to their 87 points per game average. And now they did call it a flagrant on Coster, so South Dakota State gets the ball back.
I don't even know if I think South Dakota State will take a shot. I think we hate to add a turnover just to add a turnover. 15-second difference between the game clock and shot clock.
19-point game at halftime. Coyotes just couldn't chop it under 16. And SDSU going to get out of here with Their 13th win of the year, 13-4 for the Jacks as they'll get to 4-0 in summer league play.
You know, the worst part about that is Denlinger
Gets
passes
the
it to
turnover.
Easley, and Easley gets the turnover.
There you go, buddy.
He wasn't going to have. That's why he was working so hard to get rid of it.
Koster going to get a 3 off here, and it's good. Pearl Hunt and Zizic both bounce back up. And that'll do it, 84-6.